Hi, this is Sharon. Here's a little sampler from one of the projects in my Burning Academy video training series. I hope it inspires you to pull out your burning tools. Enjoy!
You're just burning right over your pencil mark. That's all. And that's it. Eye is done. Now taking your skew, you're going to go around and define the outline of the shape, but you don't do that with a single line. What you're going to want to do is you're going to take the skew and make tiny little feathery marks. And again, watch the direction of these lines. That's really important as they move around the eye. You want to curve them around. The direction of these strokes is what's going to give the visual illusion of form. As you burn in the bill, make a nice hard line. Make sure that your heat is low enough that it gives you time to make this line fine and smooth. So you're going to want to make sure that you're not burning dark in here. As you notice, this area, the ruby throat, this is a male, this will be accepting some color. So I'm going to want to make sure I don't burn it too dark. Up here, this is much darker because this will be a darker green. So you want to watch those values. The values are the differences between light and dark. As you come around this section here of the wing, you're going to want to make it appear cylindrical by making a curve. And this, look on your sheet that shows the curvature. You're going to be coming around like this. Okay? So down here it's going to look like this, and up on top, come around like so. And this will give the illusion of having a cylindrical shape. Continue filling in the feathers and watching the directions. The direction of the feathers and the direction of your strokes, because that will give the viewer an idea of exactly what they're looking at. When you encounter areas like this, you have layers. You have a body section here. You have this that comes over the top. It's casting a shadow over this. This is in the background. So you have some complex layers here and levels here because you have surfaces that are intersecting at different directions. So you want to look at where the light is hitting from. The light will be hitting from here. So we have a cast shadow in here that shows that curvature. You're going to show these different planes in a few different methods, one by value, which means you're shading in certain areas, another by the direction. The direction of these strokes is going to go like this, the direction of these strokes is coming down, and the direction of these strokes is going around. When working on the primary feathers, the feathers on the outside here of the wings, you're going to want to use very, very, very low heat. When you test for your heat, make sure you're testing very tiny strokes and going relatively slow and short, because if you check on strokes like this, you're going to be tempted to put your heat up, and that's not a good idea because you're going to burn everything. So test on very tiny, slow strokes. What I recommend, and the best way to do this, is to start going on one side, like so. So you do all of them going this direction. All going this direction. You want to continue layering in, watching your values, make sure that you leave enough unburned area to color this in. I will be coloring mine in, so if you intend to color yours in, make sure you leave enough space to do that coloring. You can create a nostril opening simply by tapping the tip very lightly. On the top, I'm just going to go over very, very lightly, like so, and I'll leave a highlight on the top, and that's it. Here are a few little tips that I use, a few little secrets I do. I'll go in and just lightly burn some different layers. When I mentioned earlier that there are different levels, this will help define those different levels. Now I'm being careful not to go real heavy because I don't want to eliminate all of that beautiful texture that we put in there, but this will help to delineate the different layers that we have here. Down here on the tail, the same thing here. A little bit, just a little bit, and I'm just gently pulling, and after the complexity of that bird, these flowers are very easy. I'll look for the areas where the petals or the leaves go underneath each other.